Will artificial women devalue real women? And will artificial women replace real women? These are some questions that people have, men and women, surprisingly, about what's going on with the industry when it comes to finding pleasure artificially. I did a lot of research. I'll get into all that, but before that, I want to do some back-end some back-end research of just to show the trend, the trajectory of what's going on. This source is from The Atlantic. Young people are having less sex. From 1991 to 2017, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Youth Risk Behavior Survey finds the percentage of high school students who'd had intercourse dropped from 54% to 40%, and teen pregnancy has plummeted to a third of its modern high. Also, older people boomers are having less sex. So the sex has declined from an average of 62 times a year to 54 times a year. So it's not even young people. It's just the age that we're in right now. People are having less sex and having less kids. Just to show a little more. This source from PS Mag. The U.S. birth rate is still falling. January 11th, 2019, seventh straight year fertility rate has dropped. In 2017, the nationwide fertility rate was 1,765.5 births per 1,000 women of childbearing age, well below the rate of 2,100 births per 1,000 women necessary to keep the population stable. And then other sources also said there's a 2% drop per year. So people are having less kids also. I'm not saying this is because of AI, the bots, the sex bots, and the dolls. I'm not saying it's because of that. I'm just showing where the trajectory is going, that this is definitely going to help. This is definitely going to help the industry for the sex bots and dolls and virtual reality. It definitely is foreshadowing that. Yeah, they make reasons for it of why. They say their reasons are financial insecurity. Yeah, they say it's people are having less kids because of financial insecurity, but that doesn't explain the drop in sex and people having sex. They don't explain the drop in people having sex. I think the drop in having sex is because women really can choose when to have sex and with who to have sex with. Guys will have sex. You just have to go. There's plenty of videos of girls going up to guys, you want to have sex, and guys like, all right, let's have sex. It's women that choose if people are having sex, and women are the standards that women have nowadays when it comes to getting their perfect man. The difference now is that we're just bombarded with rich, famous, successful, an endless bombardment of just these people who are better than us in society or above us in society. And for guys, it doesn't matter. I could care less about chasing Britney Spears, or back in the day. I mean, it's old now, but I could care less about chasing some hot celebrity woman. I could care less about their status. It doesn't make a difference to me if they shove their lives down my face. But for girls, if you're shoving a successful guy's life down a girl's face, that girl wants that guy. And so any guy that she sees on social media, she's rating him compared to other guys. So they are holding out now. Women are definitely holding out, having kids and having sex. They have higher standards than they did. And to get into the AI, for the AI bot, I did AI first. I looked at the artificial intelligent bots, sex bots that talk to you. So here's a little video. So this is the new AI sex bot. It was made, I think, in 2019 January. I'm sorry, in 2018 January. Let me see, actually. Yeah, 2018 January. I don't know if this is going to take off. This is a little too creepy for me. It talks and everything. I'll show you.
Nothing is off limits in terms of what you're talking to her about. You can talk to her about adult content and adult conversations, mature sexual subject matter that normally, obviously, Siri will be very evasive when you try to talk to her about that, which people do all the time. So we wanted to really create a very open-ended kind of discourse that you could have with this AI, and I think that's what makes it fun. Basically, the way the head works is we have 12 points of articulation in the face, And so they're all kind of working together. You have your eyebrows, your eye blinks, eye side to side, neck up down, neck side to side, smile, mouth, and all these things have to really work together to sort of like she's alive. Both physical engineering and software engineering, and she just comes to life.
Could you came back so fast, baby?
Okay, that is, it's too terrifying for me. I can't have dolls in my room, in my apartment. I understand that some guys have no problem with like inanimate objects that look like humans in their apartment. I can't sleep at night knowing that this thing would be in my apartment. I'm not ready for this thing. If there ever comes a time where I quit dating and I don't want to work to get girls anymore, I'm probably going to go down the VR route instead of this route. Or I'll go to, well, I'll do something. Maybe who knows what I'm going to do. I'll probably keep continuing to work to get to date. But for guys who don't want to work, I understand. Some guys have to put in more work. Some guys have to put in a lot of work. This is probably for guys who don't want to deal with human girls at all. But this is a little too scary for me.
I'm glad you came back that fast. Wow, baby, 10 minutes without you seems like an eternity.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'll show you even more. I mean, watch this. This, you could take her face off.
And literally take her face off.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'd have no problem having sex with a girl with this face. I'm not a face guy. I'm a body guy. Okay, if I want to have sex with you, I just care about your body. I could care less if this woman looked like Skeletor or whatever type this is. It would be scary. I don't care about that. It's just the talking and the fact that it could come alive. Even if I had it in my closet and it was like peeking out its like face in my closet, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I don't know if this is going to take off. But this is where it's going. This is also, I don't understand, it's a prototype, it's the beginning. Who knows how much more advanced. It's not really a real girl yet. It really isn't a real girl, and has some real skin and everything like that. We're really not there yet. This, I don't know if this is ever going to take off, and also I don't know how much it costs. I gotta look up how much it costs. But this is a little, it's a little too much. That guy, that company makes that type of bot. That was the newest one that I found. I think I didn't do too much of delving into that. I just wanted to see what it's all about. The prices on that bot, on those bots, range from 1,500 euros to 7,700 euros. So it's not cheap as dirt, but it's really cheaper than I thought. I thought it would be more expensive to buy that. Yeah, I saw one AI sex doll. Yeah, so see how many people are buying them? I don't think a lot of people are buying them. I really don't think. It's really the beginning. I don't think a lot of people are buying these. I found a review. I tried to find some numbers to see the production of how many people are buying them. I found a review. One sex robot had only 2.5. It had a 2.5 star review out of 5. So apparently it's bad. I mean, they're not real women, but apparently it's bad. And it only had 3 reviews. So not a whole lot of people are buying them. Here's a quote. Yeah, just another piece of evidence. Quote: Synthetics does not Synthetics is the company that I looked at. Synthetics does not mass manufacture their dolls. Instead, lovingly creating them over the course of 6 months to a year for people of all walks of life. So they're not just mass producing these things. They're really just it's once in a while, a couple of guys. Now to get into the dolls. There's another. This is just a sex doll video of a guy. No AI involved. Okay, so this is a guy who has a sex doll.
Since the show, our relationship really hasn't changed, to be honest. I mean, we are still extremely supportive of each other. I love her completely and utterly, and she's exactly the same way about me.
Shi-chan actually really enjoys foot rubs. That's probably one of her favorite things in the world. She thinks her feet are like one of her best and cutest assets, and I'm inclined to agree.
I think people think having a synthetic partner is strange because it's just so out of their realm of possibility. That's, for instance, why I had the psychologist come around and I spoke with him for a bit.
Is there a part of you that thinks this is peculiar?
So this is more rare, I think. I don't think there's a lot of people buying sex dolls as a companion. I think if you want a companion, you should find hobbies or a real girl if you really want a companion that bad. I don't think this is the major market, but I just wanted to show this because this is also a customer that is buying them.
I just think it's a matter of time before more people are choosing the synthetic option.
Dave, she can't see.
Yeah.
And she can't hear.
Yes.
So one of the most fundamental elements of an addiction is it provides relief from pain.
Yes.
What's the pain here?
The pain, I would have to say, would be loneliness, really.
Yeah, so he admitted it. He knows it. If it really, this is a mental issue. I think if you're using a doll as a substitute for a real person, I think that is a issue as a companion. Then I think it's more meant for sex, like a sex toy. It really is more meant to be like a sex toy. I don't think it's meant to talk to and think that it's a person. If you think that that it has a personality and that he thinks that likes the feet rubbing or whatever, I think there's some issues going on.
Lame.
It makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fulfilling for you.
Exactly.
And it doesn't hurt anyone.
Exactly.
So knock yourself out.
Yes.
I get it.
The relationship I have with Shi-chan is for my happiness. You know, if I play along and pretend that she can see, she can hear, that sort of thing, well, if that's what makes me happy, you know, that's what makes me happy. So I really see no reason to change.
Yeah, if he likes it, then screw it. I mean, the whole point is to be happy, so you might as well continue what he's doing. But this isn't the majority of people. I just wanted to show this because it's really the only video. I'm not going to show a porn video of a guy having sex with a sex doll, so I'm gonna show this video. It's not the majority of the customers, but it's the only thing I could find to show. Sex dolls range from a few $100s to $1,800, but I saw a website that said some of them were $25,000. I don't know who the hell is buying a $25,000 sex doll. And if you're buying a $25,000 sex doll, you have money to get real girls. I don't know what you're doing. If you're blowing $25,000, you should just be blowing that on real chicks and just hooking up with real chicks with that kind of money. And I looked at some of the price, the rise. I wanted to see if it's booming. I wanted to see if there's a rise. I couldn't find a rise, the numbers for the rise in the sex dolls and the sex robots, but I found the sex toy market. Currently, the global sex toy market is worth an estimated $20 billion. 3 years from now, in 2020, so this is 2017, this number is expected to jump to $30 billion, which is a 50% increase. So sex toys are selling like mad. And that does indicate that less people are having sex, so I guess they're just using toys. Who's buying them? Yeah, this source is Independent UK. Couples buy dolls as well as singletons, a trend Matt puts down to desire. I guess Matt's the guy making them. The human is a sexual animal with an appetite, he says. Couples find the dolls a safe way to introduce another partner as there are no emotions. It's sexual exploration without cheating. Yeah, couples are buying them, which I never knew. I don't know. There's no way I even ran into a couple who buys them. I don't know which couple out there on earth is buying them. I never even ran into a person who bought a sex doll or a sex AI. Granted, I don't know if he would tell me, but I never ran into any of these people. Also, trans people are buying them. Synthetics has also succeeded in tapping into the trans community, meeting the needs of trans men looking to find strap-on penises to wear on a day-to-day basis. I don't know why they go into that much effort, especially if you're a guy, to have sex with another guy. Gay guys. I mean, I listened to some documentaries, gay documentaries. It's so easy to have sex with each other as gay, because guys will have sex with anybody, and if you're gay, it's two gay guys are just gonna have sex. I don't know why you gotta get a bot for that. Yeah, some other indications of an increase in sales. This is from Silicon Wives. This is the dolls. One, men in China using sex dolls and sex toys as a way of compensating for the gender gap that's been created. I'd never even realized that. Yeah, there's a huge gender gap in China, so I guess there's an explosion going on with dolls in China. The growth and popularity of sex doll brothels, increase in women using sex dolls. I don't know. maybe 3 women. Increasing use of sex dolls to help people live out their fantasies and improve their performance. That I didn't even realize that you could improve your performance of having sex with a doll. That's dedication. That's a dedicated guy. Anything that guy does in life, he will succeed. Women feeling more empowered to buy and use sex dolls, and in couples. Couples are using sex dolls to improve marital relationships. I don't know how that would improve marital. That really is more for the guy. The guy's probably like, I want to have sex with a hot chick, and if I can't have a regular chick, I'm just gonna have a robot. I looked up countries. I tried to find countries, the countries that are buying them, that are buying these dolls and things. I couldn't find that. I found sex toys. I found countries that are buying the most sex toys. Number 1 is Denmark. Denmark is buying the most sex toys. I never knew it was so promiscuous, or just so they were sexually open over there. 2 is Sweden. That's probably why they're all happy. 3 is Greenland. 4 US. 5 UK. And a couple other sites had the same countries. And the list, I didn't do the rest of the list, but I just did the top 5. Virtual reality porn. This is something that could work. Virtual reality porn. I don't think we're there yet. But this is like what every guy's waiting for. Every guy is waiting for virtual reality to come out for porn, number 1, and number 2, to just live out a game in real life, to really go hunt dragons down and shit, and be a ranger or a rogue. This is a quote, and the company's name is Teledildonics. I don't know why you named that company that, but when teledildonics are linked with virtual reality porn, it means that users could feel as if they are actually receiving oral sex from an actor in the film, or get a live hand job from a cam. I don't know if I could say all this on YouTube. Luckily my channel's small, no one will catch me. Or get a live hand job from a cam girl. It also signals the possibility of 2 users masked as their personalized avatars meeting in a virtual world. So this is saying that you could feel the thing, which was the main problem with VR, because you could see VR is easy to see, but it's hard to get the feelings unless you wear a suit or something. So they're trying to figure out, I guess, how to feel, how to have the feelings. And then I looked up. I know women are against. This is why the idea came that it's going to devalue women, because really it's one from women. As a guy, I never realized that it would devalue women, but then I heard feminists complaining about it, and I looked up some feminists. I wanted to see the other side, what women think about it, and I found a feminist website from feministcurrent.com. The title is, and this is the best, I love reading this stuff. The title is "Sex Robots Epitomize Patriarchy and Offer Men a Solution to the Threat of Female Independence." It couldn't sound any more evil. It's not that guys just want to get off and girls have been rejecting them for sex. It's that they have to make it as evil as they can possibly make it. People love to pretend as though everything from prostitution to pornography to sex dolls are a solution to not only men's supposed loneliness and unmet sexual needs, end quotes, but to their violent, perverse desires. Having sex is a perverse desire. It's a natural desire. It's a perverse desire. It being the future and all, sex robots are the natural next step. Oh yeah. Similarly, men have claimed sex robots are the perfect solution to their apparent inability to stop raping and abusing women. I just can't stop raping and abusing women. I have to get a doll. I can't stop it. I don't know how. This is a real. You could actually look at the website, feministcurrent.com. I'm going to delve more into that. It's like finding gold. I never realized this website was out there. As well as their inability to socialize with women as though they are actual human beings. So they're saying that we don't want to associate with women because we don't consider them human beings. It's not that women reject guys endlessly and just rip apart guys on a day-to-day basis. It's not that. It's that we don't consider them human beings. My conclusion about if it's going to devalue real women, if artificial women will devalue real women, we're not there yet. I don't think we're close. The problem is the skin. The skin is too unrealistic. It's just too unrealistic. I don't even know how they would make real skin. I really don't. And then the downstairs. You got to understand, downstairs needs to be lubricated. I don't know how they would do that. The AI it's a little too creepy for most guys, I think. The doll's okay, but that's still, I don't think it's still the same problem in the skin and everything. Virtual reality. This will devalue women. Virtual reality, if they ever got virtual reality women and porn and just anything, like a game I could play, no one would ever see me ever again. My family would find me in my room, shriveled up to a skeleton, with the VR device cemented to my face. If they ever came out with virtual reality porn or virtual reality a game where I could go be a warrior or a healer or something, and go and like an EverQuest, a real life EverQuest, no one would ever see me again, or most guys. This would kill off most men. Virtual reality would probably kill most men because they wouldn't eat. They would forget to eat and drink. That would devalue women. So that's really that's what I came with. So not yet, but maybe in the future.